Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
They're excited. They're hungry for their opportunities. So my job is just trying to get them up to speed. You know, I feel like it's my duty to, trying to teach them what I learned from the older guys I left, like Miles, Land, Trent Tompkins, CJ, like them trying to get me up to speed. Now I'm just trying to relay that back to them, trying to get them up to speed so, we can get in our flow once we start going.
Sure. Has losing a lot of players from that 2024 squad, has that put you in a bigger leadership role for 2025?
Yeah, I'll say definitely. The coaches coming into the year, they kind of like put me in that spotlight, like, hey, you're the vet now in the room. Just coming from being the younger guy, to looking up to all the other vets, all the older guys that left. I felt like they taught me a lot through what I needed to learn to, be in this position. And the coaches took that upon me to, put me in that spotlight, like, hey, this is how it's gonna go. You're the vet now. We got to do this. Like I said earlier, bringing the younger guys along. Trying to relate to them in a way that like they feel comfortable around me, they can trust me, and then just doing my part, leading by example. Really, I feel that.
How that works out. What are your expectations for yourself for the 2025 season?
My expectations for myself, I would say, I don't have goals like that, but as a team, I want to win the Big Sky. I want to go to the national championship, get a chance to compete at the highest level. That's the one thing I've really just been thinking about. I've been like replaying in my head. Like I keep going through the games in my head, like how that's gonna go. So as far as like personal stuff, I mean, I'm trying to break the record for like most reception in the league or be the best receiver in the league. But other than that, it's championship and Big Sky for me.
With getting so close to the title last year, what do you do this year to make sure that you get over the hump?
Just go through every game with the game plan in mind, that like trusting the coaches to put us in a good positions. Just going through that process, understanding that's going to be a long season. We got to prepare ourselves for that. Like now, throughout the season, every game that we play, like we're going to go take this thing far. I think just keeping that mindset is going to allow us to go a little farther than we did, and certainly probably the championship. So I think it's just keeping it in mind that like, yeah, it's going to be a long season. We got to stick to the process, trust the coaches to put us in the right spot, and then we just got to make plays after that.
Like you guys are kind of all on the same level, at least for this year.
I think for this year it feels like we're the same, but I think that's going to change.
Yeah. Who are some of the wide receivers you like to watch, whether that's college or NFL? Like who have you modeled your game after?
I really like St. Brown. I like his game. I feel like he can do it all. Good hands. He's good in the run game. I think the coaches trust him in that aspect to get his blocks done. I feel like that's one of the most important things as a receiver, because is we want to catch the ball. We're thought to be the divas, but I think if a receiver can like make his statement, make his mark in the blocking game, I think that sets his game apart and like towards from other receivers. So I think that comes first, and obviously, like I said, he has great hands. He's one of the most trusted and reliable in that aspect. So that's kind of what I want to model my game after.
Okay. Is there one team or DB matchup you're looking forward to in 2025? Like maybe somebody that got you in 2024.
Yeah.
Somebody you've seen on film.
I would say a team that I'm looking forward to is Montana State. Props to them. They got some good coaching over there. They're a good team, well put together. And I think last year, I don't know the rankings now, but like we were 1 and 2 right there. So they got us at home, but I think this year it's not like our Super Bowl, but it's a game that I'm looking forward to. and hopefully we see them in a good spot. You know?
That's just my kind of guess or my.
Okay.
I think you're right. I think it's going to depend on how much can you run through NIL.
Okay, you had a really good season in 2025. You decided to stick around. What led to that decision? Right?
You know,
2024.
yes, sir. Mainly just the coaching. I'll say the coaching. Just building the relationship that we have over there. At Davis is really all about player development. And, I feel like, not that I owe my dues, but, I trust the coaches enough for the situation I'm in, and just creating that relationship with Coach Plow and all my receiver coaches and all that. I feel like, and then obviously on top of everything, the guys, being around the guys, it's an environment like none other. It's truly an environment like none other. So I think a number of factors would be the coaches and just being around the guys, because I feel like we're really a family over there. So,
Yeah.
Good crowd.
Sure.
You have to figure out how to create this type of
One more question.
Yes,
So,
sir.
seeing your last name, what ethnicity are you?
Yeah, I was born in West Africa, Liberia. Yes, sir.
Okay. My father's from Cameroon.
Okay, nice. Yeah, my dad like moved around a little bit when he was in his time in Liberia. So yeah, my whole family's from Liberia. My dad came here in 2008. He joined the military, and then 2013 he sent for my half sister and I to come here with him. That's kind of how we went. We lived in Washington, D.C. for about 5 years. We lived in Washington, D.C. for about 6 months. And then we went to Okinawa, Japan. Yeah, we went to Okinawa, Japan. And then after that, I started playing football my freshman year in Okinawa, Japan.
High school?
I think last
Yes, sir.
So how old were you when you got over here?
I was 11 years old when I came to the U.S.
And then you started playing at like 13, 14?
Freshman year of high school, yeah, it was like 14, 13, or 14, 15-ish.
And how old are you now? 21,
22, yes.
You've only been playing the game for like 8 years?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I feel like I'm still learning too. That's the thing. Like I'm still learning the game. When I started out, it was big thanks to my coaches, getting me up to speed with the game. But yeah, I watch the game every day. Like sometimes I go home, I put on like a full game on YouTube, a football game. Just watching the game, just trying to learn, watching certain players how to run route, how to do this, how to do that. So, but yeah, I love the game, and I love to just watch it, learn as much as possible, and take up as much information from everybody as I can.
Yeah. So before you got here, did you know about football? Like in Africa, were you watching?
Yeah, so I started out playing soccer. That's my first sport, my first love. So that was my sport, my whole. Yeah, that's literally all we played. Like in Africa, that's all we played. So when I came here to the U.S., I didn't really know about football until we went to Japan, right? So we went to Japan. It was my 8th grade year of middle school, and I had talked to my friend was playing football. So I was kind of like seeing him like go practice. He would have like helmets and pads, but I didn't really know about the game as much. So, but I would watch it on TV and stuff. And I was really interested to get into it. So my freshman year, my brother played kicker in high school. So I told myself when I get to high school, I'm going to try this out. And then I tried it out, started off as a running back. And then, started off as a running back my freshman year in Japan. And then after that, my coach was really pushing forward for me to continue playing the sport, Coach Bells from Japan. So when I came here to the U.S., it was my sophomore year when I came to the U.S. I talked to the coaches. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to try out. They were just like, yeah, just come on, see how it goes the first couple of weeks. But yeah, that was really like truly my first year playing like American football in the U.S., but like second year total. So my first day of practice, I was talking to one of the receiver coach. He was like, what position do you play? I was like, yeah, I play running back. And then he was like, nah, you're a receiver now. So ever since then, it's kind of led on to this. So I'm super grateful, super blessed, for all the opportunity. But yeah.
What did it look like? You got so many questions rushing my head now. So with just starting playing so late,
yes, sir.
What did the recruitment process look like for you?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, like I didn't really know much about football. So it wasn't really until like after my sophomore year that I really found out like you could go farther than just high school with football. So I talked to my coaches because my sophomore year we had some guys who went Division I. And they were getting their college paid for it. And I, like me being a military family, it was either military or getting a full ride. So yeah, I saw the process and I saw how guys were getting offers. So I went to my coaches and we had some conversations. They were telling me about the process, and my teammates too also helped me through that, and just kind of understanding like how it works. So after my sophomore year, I created my Twitter page, uploaded my sophomore film there, and that's kind of really how it went. Every step of the way, my coach was alongside with me, helping me through the process, reach out to coaches, texting coaches, sending my film out, and all that. So that's kind of how that happened.
And you've been at UC Davis your whole career, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what did it look like? What did that process look like of getting UC Davis offering you, coming to?
Do you have any favorite matchups you've had?
Yeah, so I was initially committed to the Air Force. So some things didn't go right. But so I decommitted and then got my offer. But I had an offer from UC Davis while I was committed. So when I decommitted, the coach had called me at a random time. We were just talking, and then I told him I was gonna open my recruitment back up. And then he was like, "Yeah, you can still have your offer. We would love for you to come on an official visit." So I came on an official visit. I love the place. I love the coaches because it's really all about relationship that they built the whole time. And just the guys on the team, they're unmatched. You can really reach out to anybody. Like after my visit, I can literally reach out to anybody, ask them for anything or any tips, or they'll answer like on the first ring. So that's kind of what I saw. I met my best friend too, Lavelle Pickett. We've been roommates since I got here. So it's just little relationships like that, connections. That really kind of like stuck out to me. That that made me want to feel like this was my place to be.
Yeah, man. What year was your freshman year?
High school or college? 22. I came here at 22. Yes.
Okay. So who were like the vets when you got here?
Yeah, the vets when I got here was Crafty, Lance Babb, at the time Trent, CJ. Yeah, those guys taught me a lot. And Poe too, Justin Poe.
Thank you. Appreciate the time.
So yeah, those are the best when I got here.
I guess. Well, appreciate you for your time, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.